Hi guys, we get ready to leave the hotel in Albacete. The hotel was in the center of town and we got safe indoor basement parking. Rooms were okay, but no restaurant. But as we were in the center, it was easy to find somewhere to eat nearby. Breakfast was below average. They were maybe short of stuff and did not fill up on things that were finished. So some things were not available when we came for breakfast. This is our traveling area today. Cozy center in Albacete with the narrow streets. I kinda like this city. We are out of the center and try to find our way out of town, so we can continue our ride north. I'm lost in row now. Thor is leading with the help of Google Maps, and I just follow. Maggie is almost out of fuel, so we stop and I ask Garmin for a petrol station. Nice orange flowers there in the field behind me. Garmin has a solution. There is a petrol station not so far, so we turn around and I take the lead. Soon we find this petrol station, which is good for Maggie, who was riding on the fumes again. Now that we all have full tanks, Thor takes the lead again and I go last. We are out of town and ride alongside the motorway. We try to avoid the motorway as long as we can. We are on the straight main road, the N322. It looks a bit like rain ahead. We'll see. For a long time there is really nothing much to see, mostly flat farmland and straight roads. And on we ride the straight and flat. We are just north of Mahora now, on the CM3226. As we ride the outskirts of the town Iniesta, we hit a red light before we can continue. Iniesta, the footballer, is apparently not from this town, but still he is from this area. There are almost 5,000 souls living in this town. It's a bit more nippy this morning than in the heat wave the last days. We decide to stop for a well-deserved coffee break in Gracia de Iniesta. It will be good to get inside, have a hot cup of coffee and warm up. We are freezing a bit. We are warm and refreshed as we leave Gracia de Iniesta and ride onto the N3. There's really not much change in scenery since before our break. Now there is a little bit of landscape, and the police bikers, they are obviously not looking for us. We are in Minglania. It's a nice looking village. Something is changing in the scenery. We have some views. And we see some water through the trees. This is a very nice ride as we ride downhill with some curves on the way. What a fantastic place to stop, to enjoy some views and let the drone explore. What a cool place this is. The motorway is up there. This is the Contreras Reservoir. The reservoir is located on the Teruel River, the natural boundary between the provinces of Valencia and Cuenca. The reservoir is an important water supply for the city of Valencia. And there is this twisty road in the valley below the dam. There's probably more water in the reservoir sometimes. I think we are all pretty happy with this break. Actually, it was pretty fantastic break, but now we get ourselves ready to move on. And off we go. I'm still riding last, which is quite relaxing. It is magnificent riding here on and around the dam. Someone is sounding his bike in the tunnel. It's beautiful riding between those cliffs. Suddenly, the guy slowed down. There was a deer running across the road. Did you see it? Let's get another view. Sometimes we need to take some additional turns to stay on the track. We are back in farmland with red soil and some farmed trees. Still looks like rain ahead. It really is dead straight for tens of kilometers and not very much traffic. Then we have some more wildlife, this time a lizard running across the road. We ride into Campo Robles. Apart from those ruins, there's not much to see as we ride through. Then we have some landscape again, and some nice twisty roads. Just before riding into Mira, we get some drops of rain. Do we need rain gear, or will it just be a few drops? We take our chances and ride without rain gear. As soon as we ride out of Mira, we start to gain altitude and get some more fun road for a while. There's even a hairpin turn. There are some nice bits of road on the way. Hopefully, this means that we are getting into more fun riding area now. The traffic is not overwhelming here. Instead of the twisties we hoped for, we have just more straights. And no need for rain gear. Now this looks more promising. Some landscape. We ride into the town of Landete, planning to have lunch there. We ride through the narrow streets. It looks like our route is closed. Now what? No option but to turn around on the narrow street and find an alternative route. We have turned around and decide on finding a place for lunch here. And we ride on towards the Garmin suggested restaurant and through town looking for the alternative route to the restaurant. We find the restaurant, which is closed, and we take a short chat before we continue our ride. And here we go. Thor is first on his BMW, then Maggi on his Honda CBF, and I go last on my Honda Pan-European. It turns out that the main bridge in Landete is closed for maintenance, so we have to ride a detour to the next village to cross the river. The village is Los Huertos. And here we have the bridge we are aiming for. Now we start riding back to our route. This detour is a bit fun, not a bad riding. And we have plenty of time, and it's only about 7 kilometers. And now we enter our route again. This is the S3-E16. Full of joy, we find a completely straight road again. And it goes on for a long time with straight roads. We're getting hungry, and Garmin suggests a restaurant a bit off the main road, so I take the lead. Now that's a different type of a tree tunnel. It's kinda cool to ride down this man-made canyon. Then we get some nice views. We are turning off the N330. There is a village down there that might have an open restaurant, according to Garmin. Then we see the village we're going to, Casas Altas. And we turn into town. What a nice little hillside village. Here we have the restaurant on the left. I go to check if they are open, but no, everything is closed. After discussing what to do, Thor takes the lead. Google Maps has a good route through the village and back to the main road, he says. And he takes us through the very narrow and very steep streets, almost a bit scary sometimes. But finally, we make it to a normal road. We take the same road back, and soon we are on the N330 again. It's a beautiful ride. Just look at the mountains. This is so cool. We are in the Ebron Valley. What a fantastic road for riding. Beautiful cliffs and vegetation and perfectly curved road. We ride into this village. There is an open restaurant and a group of vintage motorcycles outside. We stop here to have lunch. And after a successful lunch, we continue our ride through the Ebron Valley. This is great riding. Old houses, twisty roads and beautiful surroundings, with the red cliffs and the green trees. Just look at this village resting under those high cliffs. We are simply amazed by the beauty of the surroundings. And then we ride under, yes, under those great cliffs. These cliffs, they are like they come from a Western movie. We decide to stop a bit for pictures and a rest. We have plenty of time. The drone is sent up in the sky just to enjoy those wonderful colors. Now for the last leg of today's ride. Wow, what a ride! This valley is a must ride for bikers. A few kilometers further, we ride into Teruel. We cross the bridge. The hotel is right up the road ahead, but there is road work that takes us away from our route. We find the hotel. Now from the other side, there is massive road work going on. The hotel is just there on the corner, but there's no parking. We turn here, looking for parking. This is a bull ring straight ahead. After riding around the bull ring and the parking place, we find spots for our bikes until we can park them inside in the hotel basement. This is our route today. In the next episode, we ride the silent route and the fantastic roads leading up to it.